On the technical side, coding remains front and center. David Heinemeier Hansen's discussion on vibe coding reminded me how while AI-generated code is efficient, there's a risk of letting the machine do too much, risking the loss of true hands-on experience. So I think he was David Heinemeier, DHH. Yeah, I think it was Basecamp, or Signal 37 or whatever they're called. He was saying you'll lose the capability of being able to do things if you stop using them. So if you just become a reviewer rather than writing the code, you'll start losing the ability to do stuff. I believe that because the less you do, then you get rusty with it, you forget. I don't say you never forget how to ride a bicycle, but if you haven't ridden a bicycle for 20 years and you go on one for the first time, pretty sure you're not riding as good as you were when you stopped. Same thing with coding. It's the problem solving, analytical thinking doesn't disappear, but what will go away is problem solving or understanding new tech and how to connect new dots to make new solutions. So it's an interesting topic that there. The buzz around GPT-5 rumors was impossible to ignore. Everyone still keeps talking about GPT-5. It's meant to be released this month at some point. There's apparently anonymous models being tested from OpenAI on the benchmark sites. I started getting things in the chat interface saying, do you prefer this answer or this answer? I think that's been a telltale sign in the past about them testing different models without telling anyone. Alongside these high profile developments, I checked out some impressive open source projects such as Horizon Alpha and Qwen 3. Horizon Alpha's demos range from physics simulations to creative puzzles, showcase the exciting potential for free multimodal models. And Qwen 3 from Alibaba even managed to run a 2D Navier-Stokes fluid simulation while juggling chain of thought quirks. So they're not chain of thought models, but they do a lot of thinking as they're processing and outputting. So they're thinking, but not chain of thought like the O models from OpenAI. But again, they're impressive demos, the same sort of demos I see every time someone does it. There's a Rubik's Cube demo, there's something else, can it one-shot this, one-shot that. So they're doing really good, and one of them was able to create a 2,500 line output of a futuristic navigational cockpit simulation using blah, 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 whatever it was, in one prompt. Awesome demos. How does that actually work in the real world? How does that provide value in what we're actually doing? How does it code properly? One-shot prompts is not what you need to build a product. You need a design, you need a plan. That's why DevReady exists. We design and plan before you do anything. Just because you have AI that can do things from one prompt just means you're going to get faster experiments, or you're going to get the wrong thing faster. Or you spend more time just stuffing around because you're trying to get little things right instead of focusing on the bigger picture because you didn't plan properly.